Have you ever wondered what it would be like to compete in a competition like the Squid Game? Going through several obstacles, facing a numerous amount of challenges just to win a grand prize at the end? Well, if you have the greatest video for you today. My friends and I had went to this place called Immersive Game Box in New York City, and we played the Squid Game, y'all. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Beatrice. I love to post fashion content, travel content, vlogs, and a bunch of things like that. So if you like that, make sure you want to stick around and press subscribe. And if you are returning to my channel, hey guys, welcome back to another video. I have an interesting one for you guys today, so let's get into the video.
Welcome to Squid Game. You have been secretly selected to take part in a series of 6 cooperative games. Your score in these games will be represented as a cash prize. Any failure in these games will result in the elimination of one of 456 players. For every player remaining after the games are complete, you will receive a bonus to your score.
I do realize that I didn't explain about how this works, so you're gonna get a little voiceover. Basically, we selected the room Squid Game and we chose the players that we wanted to play with. I brought my friends. So as you can see, there's colored visors on our heads, and that does track the movement throughout the room, so you're playing with your whole body. I'm player red, Eric is player blue, Kim is player green, and Eddy is player purple. So here we're playing red light, green light, and for those who know, this shit is real. You have to keep your body perfectly still or you're shot, like for real.
Beat the round to score before the timer runs out. Any player still active will be eliminated.
Oh, shit. Damn, so this is like an elimination for real.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they said that, why they pointed that out. I think that they wanted to make us more stressed because I'm pretty sure they were timing us the whole time. Like, is that a tactic? But it did work though, because we were all pressed about the time and pressing each other about the time. This being the first challenge was pretty tough, and I think if this was real life, the way we would have been eliminated immediately is not even funny. You have to be really stealthy but quick and patient at the same time. Like pre the movement, I felt like I was one of them people in the show. Comment down below if you think you could do this. Now it's player versus player, and I use this one to my advantage because I feel like it's easier to stay still when you have somebody next to you, because like you're aware of yourself and the other person. It also could be the fact that I got a little bit more practice, so I kind of knew what I was expecting when I saw her turn her head, you know. Not me being shaky and putting my hand down like, girl, that's a movement right there. I'm telling y'all, I would not survive. But okay, Kim, I see you. Every time you pass a level, they make it slightly harder by adding like different obstacles to your course. For example, the spikes are now in the middle, and while you try to avoid the spikes, you also have to pay attention to her. It's so funny because it looks so easy the way it looks on camera, but if you're doing this in person, you know the struggle. I would say they gave us about a total of like 8 minutes for the red light, green light. It probably is to simulate like how far it was like in the real game. They did a really good job of incorporating a lot of the stuff like the piggy bank. This is the cookie one. I remember watching this episode. I was on the edge of my seat, y'all. Doing this one is even harder. You know the Mario game where you're tracing the line and whoever gets it in the straightest line wins? This is like that, but with your whole body, and I think it's safe to say that I could never be a surgeon. Look at those lines, y'all. Oh my god. I know y'all see me struggling, but yeah, I was still reminded of the time. The disrespect was so real. It's a little confusing because it's a projection on a wall, so as you're moving closer to the wall, you're moving up, and as you're moving further away, then you're moving down. It kind of makes you think that you have to move your head, but you really have to move your whole body. It would also intimidate you when you see the cracks in the cookie and you hear the crack sound. The precision, I see you. Everybody had a different cookie shape, and I feel like the more angled yours is, the harder it is. But one thing for sure and two things for certain, Kim came with the strategies, okay? That's Surgeon Kim at your service, y'all. Do not mess around. I'm just remembering some people dead had the umbrella in the show. Like, how are you supposed to do that? Tell me. At that point, it's like game over. My good sis work well under pressure, though. I respect it.
Walk back with it. Walk back with it. You hear the sound, man. You gotta hurry up. You got like 2 seconds left. You gotta hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Run, yeah!
Nah, the circle's crazy. So this next one was the tug of war, and it was based off of teams. So the way it worked is we followed the rhythm. Based on the rhythm, we step into the circle. This one was more fun because I feel like we got to follow the rhythm, so we really got into it, and it was kind of like a dance. They would also put you in the opposite direction, but like basically in the same spot, but they'll really jerk you around, moving you up and down.
Oh my God, I see it.
Y'all see how he almost knocked me over? Coordination, okay? That's when they started to switch it up on us to make it a little harder. Now it's Kim and Eddy's turn, and they use different song and foot placements for them. At this point, it was a little bit harder to catch the beat, so you really had to focus on the tracker.
Apparently, I don't get this beat.
No, it changes.
Playing with other people is so much fun because these two are so in sync and they brought their strategies for real. So if you're thinking about going to a game box, definitely bring your friends with you. This also reminds me of the Mario Party game, Tug of War, when you broke the thumbstick and you was still going ham. Like, that was real peen. These kids don't know about that though. Controllers and technologies just got a lot better. These kids are really lucky. Like, think about it. We're wearing visors, playing a game with our whole body. That's crazy. Now it's the moment you all been waiting for, the final Squid Game. Are y'all ready for this? I remember seeing this in the TV show and I was so confused by the rules, but the way we played it was we started on the outside and we were trying to avoid the guards and try our best to get to the color. Our strategy for this one honestly was to be as quick as we could because regardless of anything, those guards were coming our way. When you're from New York though, you basically got this skill called weaving and it helps a lot in the sense of dodging.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Here, just
There you go.
straight open it.
Teddy. Yeah!
Of course, as the levels went by, it progressively got harder and the guards started moving. And there was more guards, so you really had to be careful.
Oh yeah, straight through.
This challenge, although it was so frustrating at first, it was probably like the funnest challenge we had.
Oh! You got that.
Then it came back to me. I was the only one that wasn't able to do it.
Bop. Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I was so hyped and proud of myself, y'all don't understand. Now we get to see how far you would have made it in the real Squid Game.
In front of you is a breakdown of your team's performance.
And this is the victory gift.